What up, it's Ty 1822 back with another Monday Night Raw review. And we are on the road to WrestleMania. 4 o'clock show. This time I was able to watch the show because this is my day off. But sometimes having Raw early is a great thing because then you can just do something with the rest of your day. So Raw kicks off with John Cena. John Cena promo was kind of similar to what took place last week, but my favorite thing so far since John Cena became a heel is when he brought up winning the WWE Championship. He talked about the spinner belt. Of course, a lot of people, traditionals, was not a fan of John Cena with the spinner belt. He said, when I beat Cody Rhodes to become number 17, y'all will forget about the Nature Boy Ric Flair. That belt y'all call a toy. When I win it, I'm going to retire with the last real WWE Championship. And then y'all can just enjoy the toy belt when he is gone. I love that right there. This is what John Cena needs to talk about when it comes to the fans turning on him. Because we all know John Cena as a heel, the fans he's talking about is mostly from the internet wrestling fans. It's not like he was completely booed by the fan at the top. But the spinner belt angle, that's my favorite part. Because it just wasn't the wrestling fans, it was the people behind the scenes in the WWE. That's why I really enjoyed this one a lot when he brought up that part. Cody Rhodes come out, and Cody Rhodes, I cannot have that on my conscience of you winning the championship belt. Cody Rhodes did not say that much in this segment, and my biggest problem with the segment between the two, John Cena is getting most of the time, which I do understand, but it's time to get Cody Rhodes much more dialogue. Hopefully next week in London with their another segment, I need Cody and John to start out the segment together, not just having the same way where you got John Cena give about 10-15 minutes, then we lead with Cody Rhodes' solid stuff, the Monday Night Raw. This is not a segment I will go back and watch again because last week was much better to me. Jay Uso have a mystery partner, as expected, his brother Jimmy Uso. I love seeing the Usos together, one of the greatest teams of all time in the WWE. They took on Austin Theory and Grayson Waller. They got the victory. Post-match, the World Heavyweight Champion attacks Jay, and Jay slipped. Don't worry, people. It was not a bot. It was part of the angle. Jimmy Uso was able to scare off the world champ. Then they played into online stuff when Jay ended up botching the springboard last week. He ended up slipping on Monday Night Raw. Now Jay, confidence are shook. Jay need a pep talk from his brother Jimmy. I know Jay messed up on saying I'm 3-0. He meant to say he's 0-3 against Gunther. And then you got Jay walking up to Gunther, and he slapped the hell out of Gunther. That thing was so goddamn loud. Jimmy and Gunther will have a match next week on Monday Night Raw. And they continue to build forward this world title match. Raquel Gonzalez versus Liv Akira for her women's Intercontinental Championship. This was an okay match. Liv Akira gets the victory post-match. Liv and Raquel attacks her. Bayley makes the save. Now, I'm not sure, is this going to be your WrestleMania match? Bayley teams Liv Akira versus Liv Morgan and Raquel Rodriguez. If that's the case, I really don't give a damn one bit. But hey, I always said it was pointless of having 2 more women titles. Liv Akira is a women Intercontinental champion. If she be teaming with Bayley, then that's what I meant the entire time. If you want to have this belt, you got to find a way to get this belt on a WrestleMania card. But it's looking like Lyra is going to be teaming with Bayley to take on Liv and Raquel Rodriguez. Adam Pearce came out and said Rhea Ripley will not be part of this women's championship match. Io Sky come out. Io Sky, it does not matter to her what take place. Bianca Belair came out there. And Bianca in this feud so far, at times she does feel like a heel, which I do like. Then Rhea Ripley comes out. They had a brawl. Kind of felt like what they did last week on Monday Night Raw. Very repetitive stuff. And then Adam Pearce announced to Bianca Belair, you will be the special guest referee in this rematch for the Women's Championship between Io Sky and Rhea Ripley. So we all know we are not going to have a clean finish. We've seen these type of angles before. You know what's going to happen. Io Sky is going to be attacking her. No. Io Sky is going to be attacking Rhea, or Rhea going to be attacking Io. And Bianca Belair going to stop it. Then one of them going to push Bianca Belair. Then Bianca Belair is going to attack both of them. And that's how we'll get the triple threat match. Very predictable stuff. My biggest problem with this feud is Io Sky continues to feel like a third wheel, and she is your women's champion. Not a good look. Dragon Lee versus El Grande Americano. Had to get that right. We all know it's Chad Gable under the mask. I'm really enjoying the work of Chad Gable. He unmasked Dragon Lee, put him in a submission lock to get the victory. This match got a lot of fanfare from the crowd. They were chanting, "This is awesome. This is awesome." And a lot of people online were saying, "Oh my God, this is very low, W. How can y'all take a luchador mask off? This is nothing new in professional wrestling. They did this a million times. Hell, I've seen Penta do that a lot of times in AEW when the Young Bucks took his mask off to get the victory." Let's calm down, people. CM Punk comes out, and CM Punk is talking about Roman Reigns and Seth Rollins. He will be on SmackDown once again. He brought up, "Hey, I still work with children," called back to what took place in AEW with the press conference. Then, what really shook my head, he brought up, they gonna have a contract signing on SmackDown. What? When the hell do we ever have contract signings for a match with no title on the line? Oh, how do you come up with this? A contract signing usually for a championship, like they did with Io Sky and Bianca Belair, because of the championship belt on the line. There's no title on the line, so what's the point of having a contract signing? That really blew my awful job by the W that they ended up coming up with that. I could have dealt without this promo segment. I love CM Punk, but man, I didn't really need that right there. Because once he brought a contract signing, that's when I was like, okay, enough is enough. The main event, Penta versus Braun Breaker. This was a good one. Of course, you knew Dom and Carlito's going to be out there and no disqualification. They attacked Braun Breaker. Dom is trying to get Penta to join the Judgment Day. He gave him the chair, but he did not use it. And he threw the chair at Dom, super kicked him with Finn Balor, had enough of it. He attacked Penta and he attacked Braun Breaker. So we all knew what the outcome would be of this match. You can't have Penta lose a one-on-one match, even though Braun is the champ. You still got to protect Penta. We all know we might get like a fatal four-way for the Intercontinental Championship. And I'm not mad at it one bit. So that's how we closed Monday Night Raw, and the show was average at best. I know a lot of people hated SmackDown last week. So if y'all hated SmackDown last week, I believe y'all would hate this episode of Raw also. Hopefully next week be a much better show. So give me your thoughts on Monday Night Raw. I'll respond to everybody in the comment section as usual. Hit the like button on this video. As always, don't forget, hit the subscribe button. I am out. Peace.